And salutations, everyone. Let's see if this works. Okay, good. Audio's coming through on my side. The chat is live. Let me go ahead and get some links here and drop them in Discord. I'm doing an AMA now. Dropping links. Let me go get the links really quick. Need to get the Twitters. Get the channel here. This is my channel. Get the current live. There we go. Get this. Hey community, doing a live AMA now, join in. Okay, and then I need the X account as well. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday or Saturday night, if that's, you know, where things are. Bring this up. Is the live? Yes, great. It is live on X as well. So we got that. That's good. Okay. And I'll be taking questions both from the chat and from the restream chat and from the normal Discord. Boom. Move the embeds. Publish. Confirm. Let's go. Okay. How's everyone doing today? Everyone having a good day? Hello, Aria. Nice to see you. Very happy to have you here. Hold on, I'm hearing myself through one of these other windows. Romao Gaming, number 2. Wow. Hello. I think I'm going to give away a node. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to give away a node today. I hope everyone's okay with that as a general idea. We'll figure out the exact details of that going forward, but I think that's going to be a thing that happens. Hello, new Iman. Nice to see you. Hello, Rifat Khan. Very nice to have you guys here. As always, non-sponsored by Monster Energy. Kurt Pearson, good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Chair Bandit, sir, what are you doing here? Don't you have like things that you should be doing and stuff and whatnot? Funny Tran, very nice to have you here. What's up? What's up, Chair? How you doing today, man? Tell me what's cooking. Namri. You know, the Mango Loco's pretty good, but it's like, this is all sugar-free shit. So my favorite is the watermelon sugar-free monster. And when I made my daughter's first birthday cake, it was actually kind of hilarious, right? So I go to the grocery store. This is when we lived in Canada. I go to the grocery store, and I was going to make this birthday cake myself, right? Which I did. It turned out great. But I was, buying organic flour and all organic stuff. These great, perfect ingredients for my child. And I'm buying them, and I'm standing in line at the checkout, and I have all the ingredients laid out. And I'm very sort of OCD about the way that I lay things out on the little conveyor belt at the grocery store, you know? And so I line up all these organic things, and then I have 2 4-packs of watermelon monster, which is the most fake shit that has ever been. Like it is so fake. There's no hint. There's not a single molecule in that stuff that as far as I know, that actually came from a watermelon. Um, and there was a guy standing in line behind me, and he was kind of a little bit of a crispy, sort of very organic-y looking, semi hippie-ish person, and he looked at my conveyor belt. He's like, "I get the organic stuff. I understand all of that, but what's going on here? How do you have so much organic stuff next to that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. This is for my kid. This other garbage is for me." Okay. What are we going to talk about? What do you want to talk about, Funny Tran? What do you want to talk about? What questions do you guys have? Ooh, oh, the Peach Monster. Yes, Peach Monster's amazing. I love Peach Monster. I love me some Peach Monster. What questions do you guys have today? What do you guys got? And also do the like, follow, subscribe button thingy that's somewhere down there. Just 'cause I got to get the YouTube subscriber numbers up. I've been putting out shorts, so if you guys happen to see any of the shorts that I put out, they're basically taken from this. Every time I do this, I'm also recording the entire thing, and then I go and I throw it into an AI thing, and you know, basically clip it up and whatnot. Um, Namri asks, how about us that not buy a node? Will we still get reward from running Datagram? You will get a reward from being a participant in the alpha testnet. Going forward, the full core nodes, all of the rewards go to the full core node operators. So you won't get rewards from node operation, but there are other reward structures in place. So for example, if you were to bring in customers that actually use the system, there's parts that are going to come out for that. So you would not necessarily get something just for running the node, but there's other stuff that you can do that would be earning. Ooh, dark mode on the dashboard. Yes. Yeah, actually, that would be really good. Let's see, I think if I look at myself on the camera, that's me turning the node dashboard on and off. It is, it's pretty bright. Yogesh Chetri, I just published a short this morning from your question yesterday. Kurt Pearson says the docs are great and clear, to be honest. Kudos. That's what I want to hear. I wrote some of the first versions, and then there are other people that made them way nicer and clearer and better. So that's good. Marcus, I have a community, sir, and I already invite them to run the testnet node of Datagram to support you. Thank you. Akash asks, am I doing well today? I am I'm tired, to be honest. I'm tired. I was up working until 4 in the morning, and then I went to sleep. My kids kicked me out of bed, so my wife and 2 daughters were sleeping in our bed. I was sleeping on the couch downstairs, and then so I went to sleep at 4, and then they woke up at about 6:30 and came and jumped on top of me on the couch. So I'm tired, but I'm doing pretty good. There really isn't a better way, honestly, in the entire world than being woken up by happy kids. It's way better than being woken up by alarms or anything. Like the woken up by happy kids, next to being woken up by like the sunrise while you're camping. Those are the 2 things that I think are the best ways to wake up. Okay. Inuyasha25 is grinding. That's good. I'm glad. Keep grinding. Singh asks how everyone's doing. We're all doing good. Okay. I'm answering questions live in the AMA. Let me know if there is anything you want to know. Today's just kind of a little bit of a chill thing. I'm going to do this for about an hour. We're just going to talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about. I'm taking questions on all sorts of stuff. This can be just like normal lifetime discussions, talking about crypto, talking about news, talking about whatever you guys want. So if you have any topics, Marcus asks, will Datagram release a mobile version of the testnet node, sir? No, it will not. The node and mobile, and I've said this multiple times. Actually, hold on. Let me, like, if I think about this in terms of how I can turn this into a short, let's talk about it. Nodes don't make sense for mobile. And the reason that that nodes don't make sense for mobile is because when you are running a node, you need to be able to have guaranteed uptime and the ability to have good data transference and have other things not blocking it or causing interference with it. If you're running a node on a mobile device, okay, your phone in your pocket, right? You know, I got my stickers on my phone because, you know, kids. So you're running your phone, you're running a node on a mobile device, okay, and you're traveling around. That means that your node is traveling around. That means the data that is being sent through the node is also having to travel around. It's going to take up tons and tons of mobile bandwidth, and it's also going to really stress your devices because mobile devices are not the same as you know, actual computers. So what you're going to end up with is a phone that's in your pocket, eating up your battery, eating up your data, and being super hot. And so you're going to do what everyone does when they discover there's an application in the background of their phone cooking it. They're going to turn it off. And if you turn off a node, you're killing whatever that node does. So it makes zero sense to have a mobile version of an actual piece of node software. Now, what you see in this space a lot is that people will have bullshit fake nodes that run on mobile devices, and they're essentially just heartbeat machines where your mobile device will ping and then you get rewards for that. The problem is that that is bullshit, and we don't do bullshit. So there you go. Akash says, we are getting bigger. Yes. Is it going to make any moves on bandwidth and compute power as well? What do you mean moves? We will be using bandwidth and compute as well, of course. What are the future plans for Datagram? Yeah, there's a lot coming. But basically, at the end of the day, the Datagram nodes will serve compute, both GPU and CPU. They'll use bandwidth. They'll use storage. Okay? And so they'll use this for all sorts of, you know, edge compute tasks and things like that, as well as storing longer term things. And for the alpha testnet nodes, also will be verifying the Datagram core substrate nodes to make sure that, you know, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Chair Bandit asks, how many phases are currently planned for Datagram pre-post TGE? Could you describe the ones that have already happened, where we're at now, and what phase, the next phase will hold? So basically the way that this works is there is, we had the phase 1 of the alpha testnet reward system. Now, phase 1 was kind of interesting because due to the scaling of the network, things didn't happen exactly the way that we wanted them to. So people were having a hard time keeping their nodes online because basically the network would skits out and drop a bunch of people, and, you know, that sucks. So what we did is for phase 1, we said, look, if you created your account up until this point in time, we're going to give you full credit for every day, as if you were online for every day, because we assumed that people would want to be online all day, every day. Great. So for phase 1, we gave people a bunch of points, but we said, look, if you want to claim these points, you have to run your node for 100 hours. Okay, what this prevented is this prevented people from sort of farming that generosity, if you will, by just creating a bunch of accounts and then not actually doing anything. They had to run the node in order before them to claim any points. So they claimed those points. Now we're in phase 2. This is the phase that's going to carry us up until, well, I guess there's a nuance here, so let me get into this. But basically phase 2 is 1,440 potential points a day for uptime, 1 point per minute for node operations. Now, I guess you could arguably say that phase 3, with the reintroduction of AI inference, could potentially be a third phase, where there are rewards being distributed that are higher for people who are running AI inference models as well. But it's not going to be a massive, huge difference, but it's a voluntary thing of you switching it on or switching it off depending on what you want. Post TGE, so that'll carry us up until TGE. Post TGE, everything will just run the way that it is described in the white paper, and you will earn rewards for contributions, and you know, that's where it starts. And then, you know, as different pieces get released, as TCP comes online, as different ways to contribute, then there will be different, you know, rewards profiles that essentially pivot based on what the entire network needs. So that's that. Thank you for the question, Chair Bandit. Where do you see Datagram fitting into the Web3 ecosystem in the next 3 years? I would like to see Datagram becoming kind of the leading decentralized cloud platform. I think we have the ability to do that. And with this amazing community that we have, I think that that's totally possible. Marcus asks, if I hold the capsule for 5 years, it will not burn or disappear. So the capsules, the way that they're currently intended to work, is they will vest their full tokens over 12 months, and then there will be 6 months during which you can claim those tokens, at which point in time, so after 18 months, the capsules will just simply become invalidated, and whatever supply wasn't claimed will be burned. Let's see. Once the alpha node is closed, anyone who doesn't have a full core node will not be eligible for future rewards or participations, right? Not quite. They just wouldn't be eligible for node rewards and participation, in the sense that obviously if you don't have a license, you're not providing resources, so you can't get paid for them, essentially. So there are other things that you can do in the ecosystem, though. So that's going to be something that I look forward to releasing the full information on. Okay. Let me go over to the Discord here really quick. Okay. Sing 1308. Some people said that TGE will happen this year, but I guess you said that in the last AMA that TGE will happen after 360 days. Clarify this doubt, sir. I don't think I said 360 days. I think I said this year. It's Q3, Q4 of this year. I think that, yeah, I have no idea what I said there. Somebody will have to, give me the exact quote. But the idea is for it to happen Q3, Q4 of this year. I suppose it's possible that I maybe said some sort of like, well, for sure it's going to happen within whatever, but it's going to be Q3 or Q4 of this year. Marcus says, is it true we need to buy a node core to claim the capsule from mining a testnet node? You can sell the capsule. You can claim the capsule. Okay, you can claim the capsule. You just can't get the tokens out of the capsule unless it's attached to a node. Okay, you can sell the full capsule to somebody who does have a node if you want. And whatever price they'll pay for it, they'll pay for it. That's, between you guys. The idea here is that it's fully portable by you. So you can do whatever you want with it. So you can go buy a node at the end of the year if you want, and then, claim it yourself, or you sell the whole thing to somebody else. Any updates in the near future? I hope to be able to test new functions for the dgram token. Yes, the AI inference thing should be re-releasing soon. So that's one thing that you'll be able to do. I would like to, get some specifically trained models out there that people can begin using. I think that would be super cool. Siam, do you want to talk about the browser thing that is described in the doc? Just the Datagram browser. It's a browser that has the conferencing software and everything built into it. It's fairly straightforward. It's a Chromium-based browser, very similar to Brave or Chrome or anything like that. How does Datagram technically differentiate itself from other decentralized messaging or data protocols? We're significantly different. Right now, the fact that we've got this entire thing operating on actual UDP right now is pretty phenomenal. I don't think anyone else has that. We're the first ones to solve that. So from a technical level, that's significantly different. There are others that have tried to do things, but a lot of them are using things like IPFS and whatnot, which means that there's very high latency, and if there's something that goes wrong, it doesn't pivot. Let's see. Concept of a capsule sounds good, but wouldn't that exploit outside network selling? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you explain that, Romeo? Okay, Marcus says, I'm just running a testnet node for 24/7 nonstop. Is there any limit to points per day? The maximum number of points per day that you can get is 1,440 points, which is coincidentally the number of minutes there are per day. 1 point per minute. Are there size of the capsules different between tiers? Yes, there are size of there are differences. If you go to doc.datagram.network and go to the node information, you can see that. Phase 2 will last, the technical phase 2 from EDBAC42, EDBAC, I don't know. Guy with the ape with the mask. Phase 2 will last up until TGE. Do you drink daily a can of Monster? No, I drink daily about 3 probably. You know. Selling the capsule as peer-to-peer can exploit the value of the capsule and exploit anyone trying to buy it. I'm not sure. I mean, people sell stuff all the time. They're just NFTs, and it's very clear how many tokens are inside each capsule. So I don't know that there's an exploit here. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. You think I should add a standard to the system to eliminate cheating? Many projects have experienced that terrible thing. Or I think you should add a standard of system to eliminate cheating. We have. There's not like the only way that you get points is by actually contributing resources. So in that regard, if you're not contributing resources, then you're not getting any points, and therefore you're not getting any rewards. And if you are contributing resources, you're not cheating. So unless they were spoofing the resources, which we have checks to prevent and stuff like that, then we should be good. Adnan Putra says, "Good morning." Good morning, Adnan. And this is going to sound funny because I have a shaved head, but my barber in Canada, his name is Adnan. He's a great dude. And what do we got? Is there a chance Datagram will list on major crypto exchange? Yes, there is definitely a chance that Datagram will list on major crypto exchange. Certainly a chance. Can you give us information on who the potential consumers of the data? Everyone, man, everyone. Everyone is a potential consumer. So the way that this works, like anyone can come in and build on this network. Anyone can use it. Right now, the people that are using it, there's governments, there's NGOs, there's academic institutions in Southeast Asia that are using it right now. Those are the types of people that are probably using it first, because those are established through partners, essentially, who go out and get them as customers, and then those partners then add them to the ecosystem and essentially burn Dgram tokens to give them the data credits necessary to do what they do. So we've built this entire thing. Excuse me. Monster. The Datagram network has been built based on the concept of a protocol to business to consumer pipeline. Okay, so the entire thing is built so that we as a protocol can help businesses better run their businesses at lower costs, and those businesses can then serve end customers. So if you have, for example, a company that does website development, you could potentially use Datagram to host content that you then charge your clients for, and then it gets fed into the protocol, which then benefits the node operators and all of that. So this is really the fundamental thing. It's this entire business pipeline that is very important, and it's one of the things that differentiates Datagram from anything else in the market. What is the easiest path for an organization to begin using the Datagram DPIN? So there's 2 ways that are really the easy path. First is that you can look at the API and SDK documentation that you can find at doc.datagram.network. So that's one thing. The next thing that you can do is you can actually go in and put in a request for a partner API key, and then begin building out your DPIN network using the Datagram core substrate that is accessed via that. Okay, new Iman wants to know how many people will join the whitelist. I don't know. I don't know how many people will join the whitelist. Between the sort of the networks that we're working with and things like that, I think we probably have probably a few thousand people on the whitelist total right now. So that's where we are right now. Let's see here. What other questions do we have? Is there any plan for the Datagram token to become a multi-chain token? Yes, there is a plan for that. So you're probably going to see some of that in the future. I'm very skeptical of bridges. I've seen projects have a lot of problems with bridging and whatnot. So yeah. That's one thing that I want to be very careful about. And actually, Rebarding asked a question. I saw it come through. I can't I can't scroll on the restream chat, so I have to go back to YouTube. But I saw it come through, and I wanted to not miss it. Okay. Rebarting says, "Hello, Jason. I just wanted to ask if the capsule, aka the NFT, will be able to join." Oh crap! I unmuted myself. Will be able to sell in various NFT marketplace. Then will there be information on how much token inside the capsule that can be seen by the buyer? And if there any official captive marketplace later, or just third-party NFT marketplaces that support AVAX NFTs, ERC 721s? So that's the number of tokens in the capsule basically should basically be in the metadata for the capsule. New Ammon, I've answered your question. I don't see. I see question, sad face, but I answered your question about the whitelist, a couple thousand. I hope that's not a bad thing. I think you need a few more people to accompany you. Building a project on Deepin requires a long time, and the amount of work to handle is huge. You are right. That's why we have 45 engineers. So this is not just me, by the way. I'm just the noisy one. Okay, there's a lot of people that are out there doing this. But anyway, rebarding, to answer your question, the information about the tokens should be in the metadata for the capsule. I doubt that there will be an official third-party marketplace for this, because it's going to be something that exists for a relatively short period of time, 18 months. So we'll probably depend on the third-party marketplaces, although I will probably make some partnerships with some of those. Let's see. Most live nodes are from which country? You know what? Let's go look at this really quick. What do you think? Let's go dashboard. Let's do global stats. What's up, guys? Says Aria. And then let's do large screen demo. Chrome. Okay. Hold on, I need to make myself a little bit smaller. Boop. Okay, so let's see. Boom. How about that? We look at that. So this is the current network map. I think it's pretty clear, and we got 139,000. So it broke 139,000 today, guys. That's great. 139,008. So let's go ahead. Largest cluster here that I see on the map. Here's my methodology for doing this. Largest cluster that I'm seeing on the map by far is Southeast Asia. So we're going to zoom in on Southeast Asia, and we're just going to zoom in on the largest clusters we see. Next largest cluster appears to be Indonesia and the Philippines. I think it is fair to say that Indonesia... Right now, let me make it so you can see it so my stupid head isn't in the way. I think it's fair to say Indonesia probably has the largest community at this point in time. Thailand has a good community. Vietnam has a massive community. Philippines has a massive community. I really need to go back to all of these places, and in fact, I'm going to here pretty soon. But it looks like this is the largest cluster I'm seeing here. So... yeah, right here, which I can't see the name of. Sorry, my understanding of the geography of Indonesia leaves something to be desired. So wait, that is Indonesia, right? Or is that Malaysia? Oh, that might be Malaysia. I think that's Malaysia. My bad. Sorry, guys. Yeah, because it's the right. Right, that's Malaysia. I think that's Malaysia. It's Thailand. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. So yeah, this is that looks like where the largest amount is there. There's a good number in China here too, though. Oh, it's still Vietnam. Okay. It's I love looking at this map. Looking at this map just makes me so freaking happy, because I can see, everyone who's watching this, if you're running a node. Yeah, that's Singapore, but I don't think that many are running in Singapore. I keep thinking about the number 1 in Greenland. Let's go see. Does he have a friend? Okay, dude in Greenland. Oh, There's two here now in Iceland. You know, look at that. Look at that. In Hoferdburgnisvade. I just can't even try. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. I can't. So hey, guy, my guy, if you're in the Greenland National Park area, which looks very white, not green, but if you're in the Greenland National Park area, um, let us know. Let us know, you know, if we can do anything to help you get some more friends. I'll send you some stickers. If you're the dude in Greenland, let me know. I will send you stickers, so you can put them on your. I'm assuming truck, snowmobile. I don't know. Oh man, every time I do something like this, I'm just reminded of how you know yeah yeah Indonesia has an absolutely massive population of node operators here, which is really cool. So it's like, here, these guys in Kalimantan, you know, Kalimantan is famous for its jungles, as far as I know. That's all I know. Okay, let's see. I figured you were from Vietnam, Funny Tran. It is a global community. Here's India. Who's this guy? Somebody go visit this guy just north of Daman, or the dude to the west of Belagavi. It's just so cool to watch. We do need to get a node running on the International Space Station. We also need to get a node running down here in Antarctica. If we can get a node in Antarctica, here's a bounty for you guys. I will give one node. Okay, I will give a node. Actually, no, I'll do better than that. I will give 5 nodes to the person who can get someone at the Antarctic station, okay, to run a node and make a video of them running a node. Okay, if you can do that, get them to make a video of them running a node, and then say this person, is this person is the one who got me to run a node. I will give you 5 nodes. Okay, challenge. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and transition back to that. There we go. Okay, back to the Discord so I can get some questions. Yeah, Antarctica, very cool. Cold, for sure. It's not impossible to run a node from Antarctica. There's people there, dude. There's like like a little tiny civilization down there. Um, so, dude, I love that. I love that GIF, Death Lift. I love that. Okay, let's see here. Hunter asks how I'm doing. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here chatting with everybody. And I'm just answering your question. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need a video of the person's location. I want to see a video of them like walking out, doing a selfie of like, here I am in Antarctica, and showing us exactly what that looks like. And yeah, do not cheat. I would know if you were cheating. Dude, there's service providers that work in Antarctica. They have internet. They have scientists. They do live streams. You can get like there's webcams. There's webcams of at like here. We have to do this right now. Okay. Webcam Antarctica. Let's see. There has to be Antarctic webcams from the Australian government. Okay. Let's see. Check this shit out. Yeah, here, look. These are the current Antarctic webcams. Okay. There's an icebreaker webcam. Let's see what that looks like. Look at that. That's definitely not in Antarctica. It's in Hobart right now, or Macquarie. I guess it's in Macquarie going to Hobart. No, it's in Hobart. Okay, let's see what else. What else do we have? I want to go back and see the other ones. See, there's this can work in Antarctica, people. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you guys. Yeah, I want to see someone on a boat in the middle of the ocean running a node too. Get on that. You know what? I have nodes. I do have nodes that are allocated that I can give out to the community for things like that. So, guys, get me people running nodes in awesome places. Let's see. Let's see it. Okay, what's Mawson? This is a webcam that is overlooking Mawson Station. God, that looks terrible. Okay, this is from the like. Wait, this is a time lapse. Come on. Okay, so here, this is live right now, I think. God, that looks terrible. That looks so miserable. I so don't want to be there. But yeah. My point is, there can definitely be a node that runs from Antarctica. Let's make it happen, people. Okay, I'm going to close the webcams now. Okay, back to the chat. Running a node from Antarctica, even the laptop will freeze. If you put it outside, it damn sure would. It definitely would freeze. Okay. Here, this you can go to Marketplace. There you go. And let me see. I'm going to bring up the chat here again. Okay. Running a node on the ISS, yes. You can find my location if I send you the location. I can't zoom in that far, and I wouldn't want to do that to somebody on a live stream. The last thing I want to do is send people your direction. It would look better streamed on the Datagram video conference tool. Yeah, it would. It probably would. Let's see here. Running a node on the ISS. I really would love that too. That would make me so happy to see. Okay, guys, what other questions do we have? Oh, come on. Running a node from Africa is too difficult. You've got this, man. Plumberry, welcome back. I don't know where you were, but welcome back. Would it count if I set up a datagram node with a battery supply and mailed it to Antarctica? So, like, you'd have to set it up as a node connected to, like, a mobile device of some sort, which you would then have to be using, like, hotspot your actual computer through the mobile connection, which would be different from just using an actual mobile device. No, I do not want to know your location, Funny Trend. I don't do that. You can definitely come hang out when I'm in Vietnam, though. Okay, yeah, send it with please plug in, dude. Try it. Let's go. I would love to, like, that's another thing actually. I want to get some more connections with universities and things like that. So if you guys have a connection with a university or anyone who can set up a node in their location, I would love to have a connection with them so that we can give nodes to academic institutions for them to run. I would love to do that. Datagrams sound like a real cereal, or sounds like a cereal, says Russ Frankie. It might, Russ Frankie. That might be the case. I would love to see a box of datagrams. It's part of your complete breakfast. We could do that thing where it's like there's the inordinately large bowl of datagrams with little orange node lit marshmallows, little orange Grammy marshmallows. It'd have to be graham, like it'd have to be like a graham cracker flavored cereal. I like it. Let's make it happen. Subspace says, I'm talking to one of my science buddies. He knows 2 people at Palmer Station, Antarctica, working on getting connected. Now that's what I'm talking about, Subspace. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Everyone, toss Russ Frankie a follow on X. He's doing a thing called Hubs. That's pretty cool. I have to always give him shout outs because he's a neat dude. I've known him for many years now at this point in time, so I'm very happy to see him building in the space. Let's see. And yes, you have already totally working on that with Subspace. I'll let you and Subspace sort that out, Chair Bandit. It's whoever's name shows up in the video. Okay, that's who gets the points. Oh, holdcc.riz. Okay, yeah, I've seen you around. It says Funny Tran on YouTube. I don't know. Okay. One second. I'm over here getting a WhatsApp message. Ah, yes, it's my wife giving me the daughter update. I am doing a live stream. Okay, let's see. Any other questions, guys? What do we got? There's got to be questions. What do you guys think? What is the biggest challenge to getting people to understand how to run DPIN devices and the importance of DPIN? Now, my thought is that there have been so many bullshit, bogus, bullshit, bogus DPIN projects out there. So people look at real projects like what we're doing and they're like, I don't know, I don't trust DPIN. What are the things that you think we should do that will help people understand that what we're doing is legitimate and actually world changing? Is Datagram going to release an individual wallet, as in a wall? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Unfortunately, can't join your live session. There's a device limitation on my side. I mean, you seem to be in the live session, no? Okay. Let's see. What do we got? How to collect points. Connect your X account, and then you will be able to do stuff in the Discord and earn points via, working. Akash says, yes, that's the matter that people hesitate to believe in DPIN projects. Yes. New Amon asks, what is the price? Will public sale? It starts off at $150, goes up to $700 total. It's not. They're not insanely priced. They're very, very, very reasonable. DPIN needs to be abstracted, a resource that's highly available, easy to access, with obvious services that platforms function we all need anyway. Yes, exactly. And Datagram users have a wallet address provided. Is it also going to work for other tokens, coins? We ultimately, in the long run, probably would like you to connect your own wallet. So you'll be able to use MetaMask or Phantom or Backpack or whatever it is that you do. Chair Bandit says, I legitimately think tapping into live streams and science showcases it perfectly. It also subsequently cuts costs for various science programs that are usually the first ones to get cut for cost saving. Yeah. Eagle Nest, live cams on ISS, Moodang. I could do a Moodang live stream. Holy shit. Let's do a Moodang live stream. Okay, 1 second. The little hippo fella. Oh yeah, no, I know the little hippo fella. My kids love Moodang. Okay, they love Moodang. Moodang just means like squishy. Something that's Moodang is like pleasantly squishy is what that means. There will be 25,000 roughly nodes available for public sale. New Emon. Okay, hold on. What was that name? Oh, David. Okay, I've sent a message. New Emon, still 25,000 in the literally 30 seconds between your two previous requests. Okay. I think I have a line on this Mudang situation. That would be cool. That would be really a cool thing because we could definitely bring in that community as well. Any plan of extending the node sale running to mobile users? No. Again, you know, no plan on doing mobile nodes at this point in time. Okay, Subspace. I know there's a legacy video system. Oh, hold on. I know there's a legacy video system that runs on top of most local mountains at ranger stations to monitor fires. It's an old system with very little funding. Maybe Datagram could fill in? Possibly. Possibly. I like that. Okay, when TGE, sir? TGE is Q3 or Q4 of this year. Possible way of introducing people to depends and showing them the possibilities by a targeted ad showcasing its use. Oh, ads don't work. Like, ads really don't work. In my mind, ads are completely useless because when was the last time that you watched an ad, A, and when was the last time that you actually did something based on what that ad said? Most people's exposure to ads are either things that they like quickly skip through as quickly as they can on YouTube, or like the Super Bowl. Other than that, I'm not even exposed to ads. Let's see. Okay, so I've got the zoo connection here. Hold on, I'm literally explaining the situation here. Actually, can you watch a super quick video really quick? I am live streaming and it will be easier to explain that way. I'm going to send him a link. 25,000 nodes will be available for public sale, new Iman. This is the third time I've answered that question for you. Okay. 1 second. Let me send this dude this link. Okay, I'm sending him the link right now. 1 second. I have to go get all of the links at once. I'll put it in the announcement channel. Either of these. Let me know when you are watching, and I will start talking. Okay. Dude. Okay. Thank you. Somebody typed it out for him. Hopefully he sees it this time. Honestly, he's asking so frequently, I'm wondering if there's a computer problem that just keeps sending the same message again and again. Okay. Okay. So anyway, to explain this Mudang concept, so one of the things that we're talking about is how can we demonstrate the functionality of DPIN, okay, to sort of your average users and the rest of the people in the crypto market, specifically the people who are interested in meme coins and things like that. And Chair Bandit here had a fantastic suggestion that we could use this for science-related live streams because we do have a streaming platform that essentially we can make it so that anyone can join and watch something. So it occurred to he actually mentioned the concept of Mudang. Now, as you know, that is not too terribly far from me. So this is one of those things where we could go work with the zoo, set up the live streams and all of that, and use Datagram to essentially keep that up and running so that people can check in and watch it. It would bring awareness to the projects that are, these sort of animal-based meme coin projects. One aren't super in vogue right now, but this, would be a cool thing for people, as well as to what we're doing from the other side. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say, and I didn't want to type the entire thing out in the message to you because, yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to have, be on a live stream and just have people see me type for like, 5 minutes. So that's the basic idea. If you have any follow-up questions, please drop them in there and we can chat about it later, or I'll answer them live here. Okay, back to the Discord. What do we got? what are sort of the challenges you face in the process of building the datagram network? I think the biggest challenge that we've honestly faced is getting people to understand that we're different from other DeepIn projects, because the space and nodes in general have been so cooked by so much bullshit that us being able to demonstrate that what we're doing is extremely different from what anyone else is doing in the space. And so that's the biggest challenge, is showing that and getting people to kind of look beyond their initial first impression where they're like, oh, it's a node, fuck it, nah, nodes are fake, and then they wander away. Don't like that. Oh, kick ass. Let's do it. I'll get the tech ready. We'll get that. We will do a Mudang and Jonah, Mudang's mom, cameras. We'll figure out how to set that up and make it go. So that hopefully within a month you should see that. Fingers crossed. I'm going to work on getting the tech ready in the back end. Need a little camera. Need a little enclosure. We need something that can handle hippo poop. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, hippo poop. Still, people don't belong, but they will once they see big opportunities. Nice. There we go. Awesome. So I look forward to building that out. Back over to the Discord really quick. Any other questions? New mascot. We could. I wonder if we can do like a, orange powder logo on the side of Moondang, or like a big. Oh, I bet that would go over well. A gigantic platter with the Datagram logo in mango. Hippos, I think, love mango, right? Hippos eat mango. I don't know. I don't know what hippos eat. I think they eat grass and stuff, but maybe they like mango. Maybe it's a treat. Mangoes might be a nice treat. I don't know. Can you provide a new leaderboard for us like we had in phase 1? The problem with the leaderboard is that there's really two different leaderboards. Okay, not really two different leaderboards. They're all in the same leaderboard, but the difference between them is so huge that it almost is, it's discouraging for most people. Is that you have referrals. Okay, where you have a bunch of people who are inviting people to the network. Those people are running nodes. They end up with a lot of points. There's a lot of points. And so, that's one thing. You also have people who are running their nodes and who have been running their nodes nonstop for, a month now almost. If that's the case, what you end up with is some people that have up to 1 million points or even more, okay, because they brought in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of referrals that are all running nodes. And then you have some people that have just been running their nodes nonstop. And, at 1,440 points per day over 30 days, there's a bunch of people that are basically going to have the same number, right? And it's way smaller than the people who have all the referrals. So what I would like to do at some point in time is have sort of two different things where it's like, one, here's the referrals and here's the other one, but that's also a massive computational load, and it's not, honestly, I don't think it's going to be worth it to do that. Because this is not a thing that we're going to have to do for, this is not something that we're going to have to do for a long time, because we're moving into other areas. As we actually launch this entire thing. So, if my node license shows as connected, is it okay? You should be good. It can say idle, because that just means that you're not actually being used. Your node is not being used at the exact moment. So, that's fine. Long time, still need to buy one. Or they're not for sale yet. So, fortunately, Rostakip, you have time. And it's nice to see you around, man. Can you explain why it's different from other node projects? Well, for starters, again, how do I say this? You've known me for a long time, Rustakip. You've known me for a long time, and you know how frustrated I get when things don't do the things that they're supposed to do. I have a big problem with node projects that are not nodes that do things. So for us, what we've done in advance of this is, before we even got to this point, we built a network where the nodes actually do something. So before we told anyone about it, we had nodes that actually did stuff. They routed data, they routed live streams, they actually They actually do shit. And so, for starters, that is puts us way ahead of like 99% of deep in projects. Most deep in projects have nodes that don't do shit. So we don't want to be in that group. So that's the first thing that differentiates us. The second thing is that my co-founder in this, Dr. William Nguyen, has been working in this space for literally 30 years. I don't mean in the Web3 space. He hasn't. He's been working in the DePIN, distributed and parallel compute space for a long freaking time. He did his original work at Lawrence Livermore Labs in like the mid 90s, where they were working with Beowulf clusters and stuff like that. And then he, continued doing this distributed and parallel compute for computational biology at Harvard Med, and then as a Sloan Fellow at Harvard. So he's been doing a ton of stuff in this space, and there's a lot of technological secret sauce that's been developed from that knowledge, I guess, is the best way to put it. So, I think that we're very clearly differentiated in this regard. He's probably one of the most most brilliant people I've ever seen for like network topology and things like that. Very, very sharp dude. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I think we should have, and this is from Edaback42, I think we should have an ambassadors program to preach about the Datagram network and how it differs from other DeepIn projects to others on several platforms. Yes, we should. We have that, actually. We do have an ambassadors program. Cardophilus will be on here later. You can ping him about that. But we definitely have an ambassadors program and some very active ambassadors. If I buy a node from the node sale, do I need to run that node by myself? I don't know how to run it. I am not dev. It's like literally 2 clicks and then a login, and you're good to go. Could you organize some giveaways or tasks for being able to earn a node license? Yes, I'll do that. Rustikip, you're welcome, man. I'm very, very happy to see you around. You've always been one of my favorite people, and I appreciate your dedication to building shit. It's very, very impressive, and I'm very happy. In fact, I gotta say this for all of you guys who have come over into this ecosystem from the Gala ecosystem. I see you. I know that you guys are here. I appreciate you so much, because that's the thing that made Gala great at the beginning, is the community. People like you guys, people like Chair Bandit, people like Rostakip, all of you guys who came over. Siam Al Hook came over, was originally in Gala. All of you guys are what makes communities great. Web3 is about community. It's 100% about community. And if we miss that, if we miss and forget the community, then especially for DePIN, we have no project. You can't have a decentralized infrastructure project without people that are willing to run decentralized infrastructure and actually care about it. That's what matters. And you need something that grows. It has to grow. It has to expand over time. Because if your demand expands over time, the supply has to expand as well. And it takes people who actually give a shit to make that happen. Let's see here. What other questions does anyone have? Can you tell me about the 25 whitelist spots from the AMA yesterday? Is it distributed already? I don't actually know. That's being distributed on their side. I think they're going to be delivering a list of wallets to us that we add. That's not a thing I personally handle by myself. Is there tech for donations via live streaming by chance? Live streaming and awareness is great, but being able to throw a few bucks to various projects could be a great fundraising opportunity for them. Actually, yeah, kind of there is. I'll have to dig into that a little bit. Can it be used to cater game streams? It can be used to cater game streams after we push the TCP update. You could do it right now. Like, we could do a stream. In fact, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to try that after this, because I have the house to myself right now. The kids are out with mom doing some stuff and visiting the in-laws at their house, which doesn't believe in air conditioning, which means that if I go there, I end up laying down on the floor, and I look like Mudang just laying there with a puddle of sweat just sort of forming around me. So I tend to stay home when they go out there. So I will do after this, just to see like how this goes. I'll do a stream that I push out on. I'll push it out on YouTube and Twitter, but then I'll also run it through Datagram. Okay, what do we got here, guys? Oh, we're actually at 1 hour right now. Any final questions before I go and spin up this game stream just to see what it looks like? Anything else? What game should I play? Tell me. Give me a game to play. What game should I play? I need to know. I need a game. Taking requests for games. What do you guys want to see? How badly do you want to see? Oh, Subspace is going to bed. Fine, I guess. BGMI? What is BGMI? Yeah, I'll share a live link. Sure. PUBG. Let me see if my PUBG's updated. I have not played PUBG in literally years. Library. PUBG. Installing. I'm going to install PUBG after I get the Red Dead Redemption 2. I would love to play that. That's just fun for me. That's just relaxing and fun. I just ride the horse around, have casual encounters, get casually, murdered. Okay. It's very simplistic and uses solely logic with no guesses. Red Dead Redemption 2? Is that what you're talking about, Chair? Yeah, let's see here. I'm not going to start this download until I'm off the stream. So, I think I wish ha 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 Rustic Hip. Dude, I wish. I fucking love Spider Tanks. I love Spider Tanks. I hope Game Media re-releases it. I hope it's awesome. I want to get in there and play it. I still have NFTs like completely out my ass for Spider Tanks. I loved that game. And I am so bitter and bent about the entire thing. Ugh. Ugh. Why you do this? Why you do this to me, Rustic Hip? Okay, guys, I'm gonna drop off. Give me a few minutes to get the stream up, and I will have. I'll be live wherever you're watching this. Oh, it's blocking your links. Well, shoot me a message on Telegram, Chair. I will get this live stream up. Give me a few minutes, and we'll go from there. Thank you, guys. Peace out. I'll see you on the flip side.